In the last section, we talked about some of the structure of an Ember application and how the router ties everything together. In this section, we're going to start building an application. We're going to build the basic structure of the application and implement some of the key features. We aren't going to bother with styles until the end of this section, so we'll have to put up with the bare metal approach for now. In this video, we'll also look at where files in an Ember application live. There are a lot of different ways you can structure your application, so we'll just look at a simple approach for a small application. Towards the end of this video series, we'll take a quick look at Ember CLI, which is a tool for building and compiling Ember applications. This kind of approach is ideal for complicated production applications, but we'll keep things simple and just use 3 main files, roughly mirroring the JS bin approach we've been following so far. We need somewhere to store our templates, a place to store our CSS styles, and then a place for all our other JavaScript. Start with an empty folder, a fresh sheet of paper. Create an empty folder for the style sheets and name it CSS. Then create an empty folder for the JavaScript file and call it JS. The first file we're going to need is an index.html. This is the file that your user's browser accesses, and it loads in all the templates, style sheets, and JavaScript. We'll leave it empty for now and get into the details in the next video. This is equivalent to the JS bin HTML tab. We also need a file for all our styles. We'll call it main.css and put it in the CSS folder. This is equivalent to the JS bin CSS tab. Finally, we'll need an application.js file in the JS directory. This will contain all our models, controllers, and helpers. This is the same as our JS bin JS tab. With these 3 files, we're set up and ready to go with our simple structure. It's not the best approach to use for a large application, but for now it means we don't need to include a bunch of different files in our index or use a build tool. Instead, we can just focus on learning Ember. In the next video, we'll learn about what we need to put in our index file so that we can see our application run,